Hello, this is Brian with Allegra, and I am really excited to share with you guys this case study that we've got here for a taco restaurant that we just had a pretty awesome campaign that we ran for them. As you can see from the title slide here, it equated out to a 5.5% response rate with over 1,100 coupons being redeemed in just the first 30 days. So the goal, the restaurant is a taco chain that exists on college campuses. So two of his restaurants were not performing as well as the other ones. So he came to us with the goal that he needed to get more students through the door of his taco restaurants. So the biggest challenge that we faced was, how do you target students? So a student who goes away to college goes and lives in a dorm. Well, that dorm does not have their name on it. That dorm belongs to the owner of the dorm or the Airbnb, think of it that way. So how do you get that information? Colleges don't release the names of the students and their addresses and all that stuff. Nor, if it's a college supplied dorm, do they even have individual mailboxes. As you can see, like in this photo, oftentimes there's going to be a mail room where once a day they just go down, or even if it's once a week for some of the students, they just go down and see what's in their box. So and then there's students who live off campus as well. So initially, the first thought was, I'm sure you guys have all heard of Every Door direct mail from the post office. That hits every address on a postal route. Sounded great, but it does not hit student dorms. So immediately we couldn't use Every Door direct mail. So how do we get to these kids away at college? So we realized that we had found a system where we can get the amounts of the college drops in these mail rooms. So we purchase a list of addresses, and within that list of addresses is a student select. So we won't have their names, but that's fine because our goal initially was to get a postcard in their hand. You're going to see we bring in digital and all kinds of other stuff with this as well. It's really cool what we did to get to the 1,100 coupon redemptions. So these are kind of all of the things that we include in a program that we've got called Direct Connect, as you can see in the graphic there. So our standard base package of Direct Connect includes social media targeting, which is everybody that we have names for on our list. We target against the known social media profiles and start serving them up ads 3 days prior to even mailing them a postcard. Then we integrate with your web team. We put a little cookie and pixel code on your website. And what that does is anybody who visits your website, whether from our campaign or not, is going to start being followed around by your ads. We also use Google retargeting, which is the same thing. So Google uses cookies, Facebook and Instagram and the like, they use pixels. But either way, when somebody visits your website, they're going to also start getting followed around by our ads. So on the postcard is, of course, links to the website to redeem the coupons and stuff like that. In addition, anybody else we drive there. So if you've got like a monthly email blast campaign or something like that you do, we want to drive as many people to that website as possible because then they're going to start being followed around by our ads. There's also a program from the United States Postal Service called Informed Delivery, which has something like 40 million people signed up for it right now. And every day, those 40 million people get a preview in their email box of everything being delivered to them that day in their mail. So normally they come along with an actual scan of the mail piece, and instead of the scan of the mail piece, the way that we put it in there, our ad goes in as a full color rider at the very top. It's the first thing they're going to see, and it's also a clickable link right in their pocket. So everything that we mail to them, anybody who's subscribed to the Informed Delivery is going to get a clickable link sent direct to their email box and really direct to their pocket because most people are checking emails on their phones. So that's our base package of Direct Connect. But with these college kids, we're still hitting the question, do they even open the mail, that kind of stuff. So we wanted to add some extra oomph to the campaign. So we upgraded it to our next step, which is Direct Connect Plus, And what that includes is YouTube video advertising. And it's a 5-second block when you're not when you're watching videos that you can't skip past. We have a 15 to 30-second video, but that first 5 seconds you can't skip past. So we want to make sure that our name and logo and all that stuff is in that first 5 seconds to get it in front of the people. Oftentimes they're now embedding in the middle of a video and stuff like that. So the other thing we include with this is Google homepage ads. If you've got an Android device, when you scroll to the left of your screen, you get that automatic populated Google homepage feed that is all kinds of things you like and stuff like that. So it incorporates with that. Anybody who's got Gmail, it also starts popping up as ads in their Gmail, banner ads across the top, on the left-hand side, stuff like that. And the big one that was super important with our Direct Connect Plus campaign is this geo-targeting. So geo-targeting is the biggest of Big Brother things that you'll find, and I'm sure you've all experienced it. When we target the address, it's going to build a little pin around that household. So every device that it finds in that household is going to start seeing our ads. So that's especially important when it comes to the dorms and stuff like that. So not only are we targeting all the students that we've identified with the student mailbox drops, those who live on campus, off campus, but we're also targeting all their friends who come over. And that was a component of the postcard that we included with this was, hey, get a free taco by presenting this postcard or redeeming a digital offer. And you can bring a friend with you and they'll get a free taco too. So we were trying to broaden the reach of how many people we were going to by getting their friends involved as well, because it's a college town. So this is kind of what geo-targeting looks like. If we identified all these little blue circles as households, it's going to do a little radius around that house. And as I said, if it's a mom and a dad and all their kids, they're going to start getting the ads. If it's a off-campus housing that 4 college kids live together, all 4 of them are going to start getting the ads. So these are all being served to their digital devices because statistics show that most people keep their phones with them 96% of the time that they're within 6 feet of them. Even when you go to bed, that thing is on the nightstand next to you. So we got to be serving up ads to devices so that we can, it's called fish where the fish are. We know mail drives this, but we also know that you gotta fish where the fish are. You gotta get those ads on their devices. So here's a little bit about the restaurant. So this is the mascot that they've used for a bunch of years, the avocado. And their big thing was free the guac, because a lot of chains, like you go to Chipotle or something like that, and you ask for extra guacamole, they're like, oh, that's gonna cost more. So these guys, their big tagline has always been where the extras aren't extra. So guac is included in that. So they had a little avocado character, and you can see from this campaign that we ran years ago, we broke out of jail, so we're freeing the guac. That was kind of the model of the campaign that we've been running for several years. So we needed a friend for the guac, for the avocado. So we used the latest AI image generation techniques, and we built a model based on the guac to look similar to the avocado character. So we created a little friend for him using artificial intelligence, which again, much like the Big Brother stuff, is very, very high tech, but it's really it's what's happening. So use it to your advantage. So now we had to get a campaign of freeing the tacos. The avocado needed to break the taco out of jail, right? So again, we turned to our trusty AI technology and said, hey, we need a jailbreak. We need the avocado and the taco to be able to bust out of jail and ride off into the sunset together. So, we came up with some of these, and you can see the one on the bottom right. You'll see that that's the one that we eventually wound up using and integrating into our campaign. So now as that comes along, you think, okay, AI, it's scary, it's, taking over the world, all this stuff, but you still need a human at the tail end of this to bring it all together and say, okay, now we got to make this into a campaign. So you can see from the previous screen, we took elements of the Jailbreak, we took the original Avocado, we took the new Taco friend of his, and we incorporated those into a postcard where you get a free taco. Present the coupon and get a free taco. You can see on the one on the right, we also had bring your bestie and we'll give them a taco too. Because again, it's a college town. We're trying to get these kids to bring their friends in. So then we also built a digital redemption page. Because again, we're serving all these kids and families up these ads. They need to be able to bring their device in and present it and say, okay, here, I want my free taco. So we built a landing page that they could redeem instead of the printed hard copy mail piece. So again, remember, everyone, everyone thinks, oh, mail is dead, but mail drives this entire campaign. Without the mail, we can't identify the people, we can't start the process to do this. The biggest success piece of any campaign is that list. And the first part of a campaign like this is to hit them with the mail piece. It used to be you wanted to get 3 touches in order for a campaign to be successful and have somebody call you or stop by your store or restaurant. You had to get in front of them 3 times. That was the old wisdom from, all the way back to the 1950s. So that's changed. Now it is anywhere from 7 to 22 touches that you need to get somebody to take an action. So our campaigns with the Direct Connect Plus and the postcard and all the rest are designed to fall in that 7 to 22 touches, usually somewhere between 16 and 30 is where we're targeting. So we did have them create a video. I'm not going to play it for you now, but you uploaded this to YouTube, and then, as I said, you can't skip until at least 5 seconds go by. We built the social media campaign. So you can see we had the little taco emojis and all that. So these are following people around on their social media profiles. So when I talk about following them, we use the Google Display Ad Network. So the Google Display Ad Network is big sites. I mean, you can see on here, Walgreens, your little taco restaurant. When somebody goes to Walgreens or Time Magazine or NBC or Fox News, they're going to see your ads following them around based on the cookies on their devices. So it's not just any kind of small sites. This is following them around the whole internet. Everybody has seen this. You look up something online, all of a sudden you're being followed by their ads. It's gotten to a point where you talk about things and you're being followed around by their ads. So instead of being afraid of it, just like the AI, embrace it, use it. Let us help you use it to help you grow. So this is what we have to do in order to fit all the different devices and ways that people browse and all that. We had to take our original, free taco offer and dissect it into a bunch of different ads that are going to show in different shapes and resolutions and all that other kind of stuff. So these are the ads that are going to be following around. Now you receive the postcard in the mail, and then all of a sudden you're starting to be followed around by these ads, these videos, all this stuff. Everything is cohesive and brought together. Everything looks the same, everything feels the same, and you're really trying to embed that message. Now, if 6 months down the road, you decide you want to change this offer up, and now you're going to offer a free burrito or whatever the offer is, we can, as long as we maintain that list and keep marketing to those people, that following list is going to continue to grow. And when we update it, they're going to see the new ads that we place in. We're actually the same restaurant right now. We're doing a summer campaign where we're rotating the digital ads through a few different times, promoting DoorDash style delivery, like, straight to your door, because the college kids have gone home. So, but we're still marketing, we're still growing that list, and we're still using the same ads. We have to come up with, like I said, a bunch of different styles and shapes, but that's what they looked like. So let's get down to numbers. So we mailed 18,750 pieces for these guys. They had, as I said before, they had 2 locations underperforming. So we mailed 11,208 to one, 7,300 to another. So now, before I go on, keep in mind that industry standards, the Direct Marketing Association, all of those things could consider a campaign to be 0.5% to 1.5% to be a good response. A really good one is 1.5 to 2.5%. If you got that, you would consider that very successful. So here's what we got. So given the addition of the Direct Connect, that comes with, and I had mentioned before, a dashboard where you can track everything. You can see when the mail pieces are delivered, where they went, who they went to. There's even little Google Maps you can click on so you can look at hotspots and stuff like that. And so we did a 30-day post-mailing recap. So location 2 got 107 digital redemptions. That's the ones that people brought in their phones and said, hey, here's my taco. Location 2 also got 223 physical postcards handed to them. Location 1 had 391 digital and 379 actual physical postcards brought in. So proof and concept, these college kids brought in over 600 of these postcards. College kids, remember that. College kids check in the mail. So when you combine all that together, based on our 18,000 people that we mailed to, that gives us the 5.5% response rate that we started the video with. So diving deeper into that, Google, we had 253,000 displays and 755 clicks. Social Match, we had 27,000 through Facebook and Instagram with 97 clicks. We're following 4,300 people around on Google. We're following 3,200 people around on social media. We served up the ads to households 69,000 times with 310 clicks. We served up the social geotargeting 41,000 times. So all of the geotargeting over 100,000 impressions between the two with over 400 clicks between the two. And the discovery ads, which are like the Gmail inbox and all that, we average 1.77 clicks per ad, which is great. So overall, we feel that this is just a great representation of how we can use modern technology, all the things that people are sometimes scared of, like AI and tracking you around on your devices and all that. We feel we can use this, and not just restaurants. This is a restaurant success story I'm talking about, but these strategies will work for a dentist. These strategies will work for any business that is trying to market to consumers. And it does prove, as I mentioned before, with the college kids. College kids brought in 600 postcards. College kids, they are the least likely to check the mail by conventional wisdom. But we proved that wrong. So here's a fun fact for you. As I was going through this, did you spot the AI images? None of the images of people that you saw throughout this entire presentation, including the screen, actually exist. These were all AI generated. So this is the power of using AI to your advantage. You can get exactly that right image. So this would be the time when I say, hey, what questions do you have? If I was live, I'd take questions right now in front of you. But since we're recording this video to upload to YouTube, I've included our website there. We have 2 offices in Illinois and Wisconsin, but we can market to anywhere. So our main line is at the bottom there, 847-963-0000. Our Wisconsin office is 262-658-1303, or email info@allegraconnect.com. Let us know what you're looking for, and we will jump right back at you and set up a time to meet with you and figure out how we can use these technologies to help bring customers to your business, patrons to your restaurant, clients to your store, or patients to your medical practice. However you want to call it, we can help you drive people to your business. Thank you.